Hello, everybody. I have survived the negative 35 degrees. I thought I was going to come out here and do a little work today. I got inspired with a conversation on Instagram with Louie, L-U-I, and I can't pronounce her last name, but she is so sweet and she's such a beautiful journaler. And we chatted in the messaging part. What a sweet person. And her style is way different. You know, that's the cool thing. Everybody's styles are just a little bit different. And she kind of inspired me to get back out here. So I came out to see what can I do to clean up my clutter. You start projects and you don't finish. So I had a couple years ago met Kay Comer on Facebook. She has Junk Journaling from Grandma with Love. And she had done one of these prayer book, Grandma's Prayer Book, I think she called it. And I am not kidding you. I fell absolutely in love with it. She is very, very grungy. She's from, I don't think she's from Illinois. I think she's in Indiana. One of the Midwest corn growing states. So I worked on this a little bit this morning. I'm going to call it done. So it's very rustic. I took a sander to this and made holes. Old lace, old buttons, somebody holding the Bible, which is what she had on the cover of all hers. I did 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one I gave away to a relative and told her to fill it with things from her grandparents. I don't know if she ever did because she works a lot. It takes time to do things like that. I put an old church in here because that's what she had. I don't have one in this one, I don't think. So see, now I need to get a church for that one. I put a church in here, some old buttons, lace, the old feed sack, the Lord's Prayer, some old bandaging, some coffee-dyed flowers, a little verse from the Bible, a piece of a quilt with buttons. This just is the name of a song, and I don't know what it was, but I left the word Jesus to show. This is from Corky. She gave me some prescriptions. 1949, this is dated. I got that at Christmas from her in a little Happy Meal, and I popped that in there. And this is a German, I'm guessing it's German, handbook, because it's WASIFT. That looks German. Put that in there. And ladies, this is from Amy at the Crafty Cat, one of her kits. I think it's called Grungy Wallpaper. And just this little floppy thing with a piece of old tablecloth. It was gifted to me from a friend. Put a key on there. It's an old rocking chair and a piano, an organ, a pump organ. This is just free in there. Nothing between, which is a hymn. Nothing between my God and me, or I can't remember how it goes. This is the praying couple. What are they called? Our Daily Bread, maybe? And it says, He provides food for those who fear him. He remembers his covenant forever. Psalms 111:5. I love that. I stitched it onto a piece of black construction paper. Then I found this prayer just as a simple prayer. These I tore out of a book today. Jesus talking to his disciples, and then here's somebody praying. This is the Depression era sock doll instructions. This is a hidden paper clip. There we go. Let's do this. Let's turn it like this. Okay. Kind of fragile. And a little piece of a doily, the Bible. There we go. A couple of little things in here, a little old Get Well card out of the collection I purchased. A couple of little things, a little bitty notebook. A couple little notebooks. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, there's 3. Okay. And then the back flips like this with another poem. I just put that in there. There we go. Planting. Because they always had a garden. They're always out in the field. And then a couple of little tags here. A receipt I made to look old. And that is it. And there's the back. And then what I did to tie them was I took a rag strip and is this it? Yeah. I just sewed some buttons on so that they showed. And I just wrapped. The more raggedy, the better. And then I just did this. So I'm going to call this one done. All right. So now I thought I would work on, is this the one I want to see? Yeah, this one has a little church on the inside. It has the Bible and the church. Got some music, some old doilies, a couple of Bible verses I found. Just a collection of people and photos I found somewhere. Since the Savior found me, I just put that on there. This is the tie to this one. And there they are with some lace on them. I'm sure that's called Our Daily Bread. And here's the Lord's Prayer that I just stitched on paper. Let's put that inside. And where are we? We got this and this. There's a photo that I haven't done anything with. I think I just popped some things in, thinking I would get back to it. I haven't looked at these in a couple of years, seriously. So here's a piece of embroidery. And that's it. So what I was looking at, yeah, let's work on this one. It doesn't really matter. None of them are done. I was looking at these. This is Robert Fulghum. Words I wish I'd wrote. I should have said written. Words I wish I wrote. It should have said I'd written. Here's the eye with which I see God is the very same eye with which God sees me. I like that. There was another one in here I really liked. I noticed that the back of this had some God stuff. These are just quotes by famous people, or, you know, not even necessarily. I have to be careful what they are. Let's see. Every morning when I wake, dear Lord, a little prayer I make. I think this is it. Oh, please keep thy lovely eye on all poor creatures born to die. And every evening at sundown I ask blessing on the town, for whether we last the night or no, I'm sure is always touch and go. That's cute. Here's E.E. Cummings. Of course, he was extremely famous. I thank you, God, for this amazing day. I like that. I like him, though. So let's take that out. When I was in college, I went to college when I was 47 because I wanted a career other than being a stay-at-home mom and wife. You know, you lose your name. You're not Linda anymore. You're Mom. Mom. Go to Mom. Ask Mom. Mom. You know, I have a name. Well, we lose our name. So anyway, I wanted to go to college. So I went at 47. And I just was going to go just to get what they called a basic office. What was it called? Basically a glorified secretary, but they didn't call it that. It was office. And it was 2 semesters, but I liked one of my professors so much, Mr. Brocklesby, that I ended up staying and I ended up going for 2.5 years for business administration. And where was I going with this? Oh, I took speech. Of course, I had to take speech. That was required for the degree. And I did an E. Cummings thing. It was The Importance of an Egg, I think was what it was about. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I still have all my college papers, too. And I'm 69, and that was at 47. I have everything, all my grades. Isn't that funny? I think back to it now. What am I think I'm going to do with them? My kids are going to toss it all. I don't care about that stuff. Oh, look, Mom saved her college paper that she got an A on. You know what? You have to double these. They won't cut, will they? Let's see. What shall we do it with? Where's the scrap? Can I ask for a wrap of paper? Let's use this. There we go. So I heard a thud last night when I was sitting in the living room. I mean, like a loud thud. And I said, "Did you hear that?" to my son. And he came out and he said, "No." And I said, "It's the same thing." A couple weeks ago, my friend was here from next door, and they were sitting in their living room, and they heard a bang. And I said, "I wonder if it was like a raccoon that jumped out of the tree on your roof." And she goes, "No, we don't have any trees along our house." Well, I don't either. I don't have any trees. All right, that's not working. How's that working out for you? It's not. Anyway, I don't know what it was, unless it was like a piece of ice that broke loose off my roof. It was crazy. So I just went out and took a little walk around. It's 7 degrees now. It was, well, I don't know what it is with the wind chill, but it was negative 35 last night and this morning when I woke up. And my kitchen, I was sitting in the living room watching TV, and I thought, well, I'm going to turn off my water in the kitchen. I was letting it drip because people are freezing. Their water pipes are freezing. Their furnaces are going out because they're running nonstop. Furnaces are literally quitting. They can't handle it. And excuse me. Oh my goodness. And I should have left it just a steady drip. Would have been fine, but I thought I'll just shut it off and then I'll jump up in 30 minutes and do it again. Well, when I got up in 30 minutes, it was not froze all the way. It was running like a trickle, the hot water line. So I'm telling you, I'm going to have my brother out here and my grandsons, and we're going to do something because I've never had that. But one of my friends, my ladies, their furnace went out Saturday. Today I was supposed to clean her house. And I canceled. And the teacher that I usually do on Monday, I moved her to today because it was so cold yesterday. And I thought school would cancel yesterday. Well, it didn't. So last night I texted her. We had a 2-hour late start today. And I texted her and I said, if school canceled, no, she texted me, "Hey kid, just stay put tomorrow. It's supposed to be really bad. And school's a late start," which I already knew because I have grandkids. And they're talking a possible cancel. So that's from the teacher. So she's getting that from the top. So I canceled the other house that I usually have today. So Monday's house got moved to Tuesday's, got moved to now Wednesday. Tuesday's house, I don't know what I'm going to do with today's house. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I thank you, God, for most. I'm going to put this in here. Actually, let's do this one. It's 2 nice poems. I think we'll just keep them both and not cover it. I'm not even going to read them. Something always offends someone, so I'll just put it in. I'll probably gift them anyway. So here we go. It's either the wrong religion, or somebody's an atheist, or somebody is agnostic, or they don't read religious materials. I don't generally do religious materials, so I fell so in love with this that she made, I just couldn't help it. I think we'll make a little pocket out of something old. What should we do it out of? I have this beautiful piece of quilt. And I have this quilt. What's on the front? How about a pocket out of this? A pocket? So it is so absolutely stupidly cold. Oh, you know what I could do is, you know what I think I'll do? Is attach this and let this go in, and then a pocket. That quilt's too thick. this. This came out of a rag rug. Like that. I feel like I should attach this to something solid though. Let me think. How about this? I really don't know what I'm doing. How about we cover this? Let's use this. I'm literally thinking this through, which is what I think most junk journalers do. Think it through. I think we'll layer it, actually. What should we layer it with? Goodness sake. Clear your throat, Linda. I don't want that. Oh, getting stir crazy in this house in this weather. It's supposed to be 30 tomorrow, so we'll take that. How about we put another row of this? Got started watching this, I don't know how she came up, a girl from Australia that's sells books on eBay. And her boyfriend is the #1 seller of CDs in Australia, #1 eBay. And I don't know, I watched a lot of her now. She was in a warehouse and she had to move to a bigger one because it was leaking. There's this whole drama thing, and she's just really cute. Besides the fact that I love Australian accents. Shout out to my friend Joey. But anyway, his isn't Australian. He's English. But anyhow, I got started watching her, and you know how you find somebody and then you just binge on them? So I binged on her, and through her, she came to the States. Would I just throw that lid? She came to the States, and she went and was mentored by a guy that's the largest seller of, I think it was sports books and magazines and stuff in the world. So she mentored with him and met him, and he gave her tips, and I watched that interview. And the next one I watched was she was in Florida with a guy that sells antique books, antiquities. And he was really interesting. All his books were, she has a warehouse. His was his home, literally shelves lining his home. 200,000 books, I believe, he said he had in his home. So anyway, they were talking about, now this is where it gets good. My ears perked up because they were talking about books, and she said something about Bibles to him. And she said, I don't have any trouble selling Bibles, even if they're inscribed with family names, because that was very typical. And she said, I find that it doesn't affect my sales. And they agreed. He agreed that, that kind of adds to that funness of it. So they kept talking about Bibles. And he said, if you can get one that's illustrated by Gustav Dorr, I know I didn't pronounce that properly. It's quite collectible. Very collectible. Very highly collectible. So I ran over to my 2 antique Bibles that I bought last summer. And guess what? I messaged him and I said, I just got done watching you talking to the book girl from Australia. And I have this. And I said, do you mind looking at what I have? And he said, no. And I sent him a picture. And I sent him a picture of one of the artwork pages. And he goes, now this is where it's funny. He goes, it's beautiful. Unfortunately, it's not Gustav Dorr. It is. Because I said, he said, do you know if it's Dora? And I said, I don't know where to look. And he said, you have a beautiful find, but I don't think it's by him. So I dug around and went to the front. Guess what? It is. And I took a picture of the inside cover, a couple pages in. Illustrations by Gustav Dora. The Bible is about this thick. I think it's 14 or 15 inches tall, 5 or 6 inches thick, probably more than that. Leather bound. It's in bad shape in that way, but he said those can be restored and the spine can be redone. And I'm looking for my little stapler. I think I'm going to staple this. Anyway, guys, he told me it's highly, highly valuable. So I paid $10 for it. I don't know if this is going to... I don't want to sell it, though. Isn't that crazy? I don't care. Now, if somebody told me it was worth $5,000, I would sell it. I don't know why I would. But I know now that I'm not going to tear it apart. So there's that. I have trouble tearing apart Bibles anyway. I have it actually opened up on an old wood box. I have it open and displayed because I'm proud of it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so I can't wait for the weather to be decent because I'm going Bible shopping again. I have a Danish Bible, I have a Swedish Bible, and I have a German Bible. Those are I have a lot of just plain black leather Bibles, but I wouldn't tear those up either. I never thought to look at those. Okay, well that didn't work. All right, skip that. We've got one in. I thought that was interesting. So today I thought, well, then he sent me a message of a podcast to go watch, which is his. So I went and subscribed to it on YouTube, and I watched a couple. The first one I watched was pretty interesting, but the second one, I kind of scrolled through, and it came to a guy with really long white hair and a old. I mean, I'm telling you, he looks like he probably was a hippie in the 60s. So, guess what? He was. He's from Utah, and he's very fascinating, very fascinating. And so I watched him, and I thank you, God, for this amazing day. I like that. There we go. We got a page done. I hope it dries. Good. So then we've got this card. This comes in and out. This could go. Do I have a pocket? I do not. This would be a good place to journal. This is cute, but it's, oh, you know what? I have this little Bible here I made. Let's pop that in. There's that. How about, let's see, let's go back. So I have a new thing to follow. I'm all caught up on my, I don't want all these pictures together. I'm all caught up on my Fatima. I follow a gal named Fatima. Let's put some kind of a belly band here. I don't know what yet. Let's see. Let's use this. This is off of a jacket, I think. An old jacket. Yeah. My new scissors from Corky. She gave them to me for Christmas. Thanks, Cork. Cork-a-doodle-doo. Okay. That would be Corky Anderson at Daisy's mom, and also known as the Plum Creek Booksmith. and she has an Etsy shop. I met her because I was doing a search on Etsy for World War One ephemera or anything to do with World War One papers. And she had playing cards. I imagine she's got the originals. I never asked, but she photocopied them. I don't know if she photocopied them. I don't know where she got them. I don't know why I even thought that. They're beautiful. They're all the, like, the generals, the, you know, the privates, the different things, the sergeant. And they're very, very cool. So I bought that kit. I bought 6 kits that first day, I believe. Bought some Red Cross stuff. What should we put on here? How about some kind of a, I'll put something on it. For now, we'll just put this. Let's do it out here, actually. Okay, lovely. There we go. We'll put it here, and then it can, whatever I find can hang out. So that's a plan. Where are my charms? That's my Christmas. I don't even know. Oh, I can't read. Handmade, nope. My little friend Caleb, my son's friend, he gave me all kinds of stuff at Christmas. There's a Believe. Don't stop believing. All right. We're good. We'll use that. Oh, this one says, thank you. I like that. Now let's do the Believe. Because we believe. What's this? Smile. It's the same in all languages. Okay, that's too shiny. So there's that. What else do we have? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I think this is paper beads that I made. You ever made paper beads? They're real fun. How about we put, oh, I like this one. This one. They probably won't fit. Let's see. I need a jump ring. Oh, I just need to finish up so much stuff. I haven't been out here. I haven't been interested. I just got in a slump. But I see Joey Cardmaker's coming back. He's been in a slump. He has, well, he's not been in a slump. He's just been creating. He's just like a machine. I don't know how he comes up with all these ideas. Him and Amy both at the Crafty Cat. And he's got, whoopsie, he's got a bunch of stuff working on ahead. I'm excited to see the finished products. I've kind of been waiting for him, actually. Amy did the, well, I was sick, so I didn't jump in on that. She just did a collaboration, and she invited me, and I was sick at the time. I just said, I am so sick. I just can't commit. I was literally sleeping in the recliner. 3 days I slept in the recliner. Because if I laid down, I started coughing. I did go to the doctor right away before New Year's Eve because I thought, oh boy, we got 2 days where the clinic's going to be closed. If I get bad, I mean, I have insurance. I could go to ER, but who wants to do that? Let's get it ahead of time before it gets bad. There we go. And so, let's see, I want this on this side. Get in there. But it took a long time to get rid of that. Now I just saw on Facebook one of my other friends is getting sick. What am I going to hook these with? I could put thread through. I'm going to skip the beads for right now. Actually, how about if I let's add a dangle to the outside. This isn't really dangle, well, we could. I'm looking at all my dangles I have made ahead. This is kind of cute. Here's one. It's a safety pin one. No, because I don't want to hide the Jesus. How about not there? Sometimes the struggle is real. There you go. Whoops. Felt like I had it in. What is going on? Come on. So it's like 7 degrees now. Isn't that crazy? It's absolutely crazy. My little niece lives in Slidell, Louisiana. Slidell? Yeah. And her boyfriend is on the SWAT team on Bourbon Street. That's what he does, SWAT team Bourbon Street. In fact, that shooting that they just had, the car guy, the truck, he was there. He got called out to that. She was freaking out. She had on Facebook about it. She said, I called him at least 100 times, and finally when he answered, he said, not now. But she just wanted to know, you know. Uh-oh, this is just... When you rust safety pins, they get really weak. It completely changes their makeup. So now what did I do? Gotta go through this and this. They get dull, is what they do. And I'll glue that on. And she talked about how hard it was to be married to someone in law enforcement. And of course, he's just not a cop in a small town. I mean, he's SWAT team, hardcore crime stuff. God bless him, I tell you. That was terrible. Sometimes, this is not meant to be controversial, but sometimes it's just a good thing that the criminal didn't survive. I know they had a mama somewhere. Did I not just have a button? Here it is. There we go. I'm just going to pop that button on there. Get this lid on because it's going to act like a volcano right now. Now, I don't like the holes to show like that. Normally, I tie a knot with something. So I'm going to take this eyelash trim. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. And I'm going to make a knot and just glue it on top. So it looks like it's sewn on. So my son's moving. I've been packing him. Sounds terrible. His dad asked him, how's your mom feel about this? He said, actually, she's packing me. He had all his stuff when he moved back from Oregon out in tubs in the garage. He had a full house of stuff. And so in my garage, I have 2 crock pots, rice cooker. This didn't work. I have all kinds of contraptions. He had his own set of dishes. He had a whole set of pans. He's got furniture out there torn apart in boxes. Like, he's got a really cute, like a hall tree with a bench on it, like an industrial. He had a pole lamp that was I actually bought the pole lamp. I bought the hall tree too. But he has an island, a kitchen island with bar stools that he had to take apart and bring back in the U-Haul. Well, anyway, every once in a while he'd say, I want my big crock pot. Because he says, I have a bigger crock pot. You don't have, mine wasn't like a great big chrome one. So he dragged his crock pot in. The next thing I know, he's dragging his pans in. And so we got 2 whole sets of pans. And then he's got Pyrex bowls. He wanted his big bowl because his Pyrex set had lids. And we're talking, he had a big one and they're like 4 down. And I had the Pyrex bowls, this was a set of 3. No, he wanted the big one and his had lids. So we got those in here. I'm like, oh my God. Rice cooker, 2 crock pots ended up in here. You name it. It all ended up in here. Food processor. I gave my food processor to my son. Other son, he said he wanted it. And so I took it out to him. Well, this son decided he wanted a food processor, so he went and bought one for $44. So I ended up with another food processor in my cupboard. It's just hilarious. Anyway, it's all packed. He had a lot of games. We're big into games. And so I have tons of plastic totes in my garage. So I'd go out there and bring a couple in. And I said, I got all your games packed. Then I went and bought everything he could need to clean. It was like $55, from toilet bowl cleaner to Comet to you name it. I bought it all. And I had one whole tub full of that stuff. Dish soap, power wash, Dawn. What should we do with this one? Should we attach it to the back? Kind of under this doily? I wish this wasn't. Yeah, let's do that. So, anyway, it is, this says Waterloo Photographers. That's cool. I think I'll, either that or this one. Kind of like this one. I like this one, and you know what else I like? I like to have something here under that. Why don't we soften it up with some pink? So anyway, he gets his key, the 28th. He's going to go up, sign his lease, pick up his key. He's going to take stuff with him. And then he has a friend there, Abby. She's a private volleyball coach, and she sells real estate. She works at she teaches, not Zumba, some kind of yoga. She teaches hot yoga. But anyway, her husband is in residency for a doctor. So when he goes up there, he stays with them. And he goes up probably twice a month. Well, anyway, he got a really good job up that way. So he's going to take some stuff up and stay with her and do all the paperwork 29th. And the 30th, he gets the keys. It's the model that they used. It's staged, because he went and he looked at their 1-bedroom townhomes. These are townhomes. He wanted a 2-bedroom, and the only townhome they had that was 2-bedroom was the model, and it was staged. So she said, you're going to have to give us till the 30th to get the movers here to get it unstaged and get it ready for you, because it was the show. So he got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome. And there's a pool there, which he won't use, but his little nieces and nephews will if they come up. Let's do that. I'm not saying that's all. Probably do more. So it's kind of exciting. I'm excited. He said, well, we'll be back on weekends, because they like to come back because everybody boats in the summer, and it's just a big, fun family type community. Everybody here is like family. And I said, well, I'm reclaiming the big bedroom because I gave it to him when he came back. And I had the shampoo, the carpet all done. And moved myself out and had it all ready for him, so he had like a private space to go to. This was 2 years ago, guys. So anyway, it's okay. I've enjoyed him. He's done a lot. He did a whole big backyard party area, barbecue, fire pit. He did all kinds of stuff out there for me. Built a bar, which I'll never use. Well, I will when the family comes. We'll use it to put the crock pots and stuff on, but bar stools behind it. And anyway, that needs to be, let's see if I can get that to be aged a little. It's too pink. So I'm going to be staying with my little dog at her house. So I won't be able to go up when he moves. His dad's going to move him with their truck. And I'll go up in a couple weeks after. Let him get settled. And he's going to go get furniture. And I told him he had to take his bed because I didn't want it. He didn't want to take his bed. He wanted to get a brand new one. And I said, well, I don't want a king-size bed. I'd rather have the bedroom to decorate. I like to decorate. I have plans. I have wallpaper picked out and everything. I'm going to go to town on that room. All right, there's the back. What else do I have over here? Whenever I'm asked to offer a prayer on a public occasion, I tend to refuse. But if something I have reason to... I'm not going to do that one. This is just... God doesn't make orange juice. God makes oranges. That's cute. For God, to me, it seems... No, I like this. Let's just tear it. I like this. Oh, I have so many plans for my place. I mean, I've done a lot. I did a lot last year, but every year I want to do, I found a primitive cabinet, and it's painted yellow, and it is so beautiful. I just sent it to my friend this morning. God doesn't make oranges, he makes oranges. I don't want that there. How about right here? And I sent it to my friend, and I said, look at this. And she said, oh, I love it. I love it. And so my plan is to find an old cabinet and do that for my coffee bar. They're taking my coffee bar. It's a bottom of a buffet, or like a sideboard. And I want something smaller. They love it, so they'll have all their, not they, he, my son. He'll have all his cute stuff on it. He's a collector too, like me. So he likes to thrift. Okay, where'd that go? Here it is. I think I'll do something with it different. I'm just going to kind of glab it and add this. That'll work. The baby wipe. So I think I'm going to quit on this for today and get some more stuff found. Jesse Jackson, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Maybe I'll put a little something on this. That's there. I don't even know what I have anymore. I have a whole pile of things here I forgot about. What's this? Holy Bible. Does this have a Bible on? Oh, that's the front. There's a saying. Jesus gives me a song. Do I have? Oh, you know what? Right here. Where's my? That'll work right here. Right there. Jesus gives me a song. Okay. What's this? Almighty God, great is thy love. How about on her? Corky said when she was watching me struggle with my scissors, there's this whole story. She wrote me absolutely the sweetest letter. And I do have Fiskars, but I save them for fabric. They're dirty. But these are my fabric scissors. And every once in a while I'll go to grab them and then I get mad at myself. So, but I used to always have orange Fiskars. Let's put this on this lady because she's got her little family here. Almighty God, great is thy love. I like that. Great is thy love. Great is thy faithfulness. That's pretty. I like that. Look at those strong women. Stern. Should we make them be a flip? Let's make them be a flip. I always say I'm going to quit and then I don't quit. I'm quitting. Nope, I'm not. We'll just do one more thing. Mainly because my phone is stupid and old. It's not necessarily old, but it's just not a really good. It's a Samsung, but it's just, I don't have enough memory or something. I don't know. I need to go. Winter's not the time, but I need to travel and go get a new phone. Get myself up in the new generation. Oh, you know what? I wish that says Iowa on it too. That's okay. Everything doesn't have to be in your face. It's okay for some things to be obscured. We know that says love. Oops, you know what? It's hard to tell the right side of this. There. We're actually going to go above the love. The hinge. Let's put that right there. Oh man, they're sticky. I know I had a wipe. What did I do with it? Okay, there's that. Now let's do this one. And then I'm going to quit. I'm going to ease myself back into this gently. I do have another thing I want to do. I've watched so many crafters. I've been trying to catch up on everybody. I watched Nancy Piter today. Her, I didn't even know she was doing it. That's how out of touch I am. She's doing a collage challenge. And then she wants to blend in Amy's Crafty Cat with it, if you choose to. When Amy comes up with her prompts, you could just do it in the collage that you're doing with Nancy's challenge, which sounds really fun. And she's only, how it came up is Mitzi's came up and it said the fourth one or the third one or whatever. And I'm like, what? What's this? Not funny. So I had to go back through and I went to Nancy's channel. I watched Mitzi's, then I went to Nancy's channel and I watched 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them. And of course I was busy doing stuff, but I always leave people playing if I have to get up and do something. Okay, there's our flip. I'm going to cover that, but I might not. I kind of like those words. Yeah. All right, so that's where we're at with this one. We got one done. This is the tie for this one. It's a very fun one. Got the buttons on it. So let's flip. Church. Pocket with the, we just put that in. We put the dangle on. We flipped the flip. We've got this. We got her in there. Oop, don't you dare stick, woman. And it says believe. And it's hot. There we go. Believe. Since the Savior found me. Look at her. She looks like, come on, I'm waiting, Jesus. God doesn't make orange juice. He makes oranges. This is cute. We got this going on. And nothing else. That's it. And then I put these on the back. But I might do something here too, but not right now. This is it for today. I'm going to finish these. I'm going to finish them all. This one's got a lot done to it. I'll do this one next because it just needs stuffed. I love this one. Look at this. Man, I was in a mood when I was doing these. I was so inspired. Kay Comer, look her up. C-O-M, Comer, C-O-M-E-R. K, K-A-Y, Kay Comer. She's very grungy. She is so grungy. She's the one I learned about taking sandpaper to construction paper with. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope everybody's well. I didn't even say that. Thank you for your likes and your comments. I've been away. I expect I lost a lot of people. And, you know, it is what it is. If you're not inspired and you're having a struggle, whatever it is, I was just sick. I was just plain sick. And, you know, you can't force yourself to feel like you want to do something. You got to get back into that. I've been inspired, though. Let me tell you. One of the things I want to do is, it's right here. I came out and found them. I watched somebody take, it was an old video from like 3 years ago. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm going to do it. I'll do that one. Maybe I'll film my head later today. All right, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with my blah, blah, blahs and all that. And I love you all. Bye-bye.